Coming to a wormhole near you, it's Gene Alcantara. Listen, y'all, I just played freaking Exoprimal. I was playing through the game, and I got myself some thoughts on that one right now. You see, I wasn't really feeling it at first because I saw the initial trailers and I thought to myself, wow, there's a lot of dinosaurs here. And having a friend of mine that's really into dinosaurs and all them other crustacean period creatures like that, I thought to myself, hey, why not give it a shot? Let me try it out. I guess I'll give it a look. And found myself quickly enamored with the premise. So I plot myself down, right? And I find out that in the game, I guess you're supposed to be a new recruit for a multi-million-dollar company that's probably running a large amount of things in the future. So what you do is you plop down, you make yourself a character, and you're considered like a new recruit for this corporation. This thing is gathering data on these weird things that are happening with dinos apparently popping to and from various places in time through wormholes. So essentially what you do is you grab yourself one of these mechs. It's not an armored core, I promise, though Armored Core 6 is on the way and I can't wait to hop into that too. You get one of these like robots and they have like different classes, right? There's the robot that slashes stuff, the one that shoots stuff, the one that I guess can physically stop other robots from like doing crazy stuff, the one that can pretty much herd over other creatures into a single file so you can get things done appropriately, that sort of stuff. So you pick your class, right? And I guess the game uses an AI to teach you about the majority of stuff that you're going to be doing throughout most of the game. It seems like it's one of those multiplayer, have a couple friends over type games where you grab your boys and you freaking go to town on these dinos. Now, unlike that other famous franchise that Capcom seems to neglect, you create your character. You give them a slew of options here, lots of customizability. You can do a couple things with the faces, do a couple things with the hair, do a couple things with the body, all that other stuff. They don't have like any outrageously out there like customization choices, which is good, I guess. Props to the company for trying to, I guess, add a couple more hairstyles that don't look super goofy or is just like an exaggerated afro or is just completely bald, because representation matters. Anyway, you eventually get placed into the role of trying out these mech suits as a form of an experimental exercise that you're doing. And I guess it determines whether or not you're a bad enough dude or dudette to pilot these mecha. So you do a couple features, you learn how to like jump and shoot. The gameplay is very fast-paced, it's out there, it's very reminiscent of another Capcom franchise involving mechs. And you get to move around with stuff. One of the main features that the game has is that there is things involving settings. There's a lot of them. You got the accessibility options that help people that are not necessarily happy with the current controls, and can obviously switch them into something that's more doable, as long as also changing around the camera options. The inverted camera, well, I don't understand why people do inverted cameras, but for me personally, I like it when I can move the camera, and when you turn the camera up, it goes up, and when it goes left, it goes left. You can also mess around with like display settings and have things that can customize your UI, so you can always have what you need and the absolute bare minimum of the information that is necessary for you to carry out your objectives available to you. Also, you get to shoot stuff. A lot of stuff. plenty of stuff to the point where the game will literally throw set piece moments at you, and you sorta are in awe and wonder as the game still manages to magically chug through a lot of this stuff without losing too much of a frame rate. Pretty eye-opening if you ask me. You have the option of going to several game modes, but for the purposes of the beta, we'll just say that we're gonna go doing player versus everything environmental crisis mode. And in that one, you get like a list of objectives that you gotta do that your AI buddy is, who's totally not gonna fucking do anything weird to you, commands you to do. Each of those robot mecha allies that you get to play as have their own special abilities. There's one that allows you to heal stuff, keep enemies in place in case you wanna do some damage or set up a coordinated attack with another enemy, shoot at enemies from a far distance using the rifle of one of the characters, or also use your freaking super and go Gatling mode on them. A lot of these characters also have like a secondary move that allows you to do an alternate means of attack in order to either set other customers add on additional pain to the carnage. In the matchmaking mode, you got mixed up with a whole bunch of other randos that, if you weren't already involved in a party chat with other people, would have to cooperate together in order to fill a list of objectives that involve transferring a payload to a certain location, wiping out a certain amount of dinosaurs before a certain time limit, or trying to compete in order to destroy as many barriers as you can with the gravity hammer that has additional properties that make it do much more damage. I played it with my boy VC Migs. We had ourselves a good time. You can check out our playthrough, or at least a bit of the playthrough, through some of our other videos on the channel. And stay tuned for a bunch of other stuff that's going down the pipeline. There is a lot of videos on the way. Still grinding here and there, working out both mentally and physically, continuing the Gene Demption arc, trying to slim down this summer. And on the way, we're probably going to be able to do more videos involving other games like Street Fighter and plenty of games in my backlog as well. I think I have some stuff like lined up for things like KOF. So yeah, be excited. Links down below. Stay tuned. See you in the next battle.